Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutler. 22 veterans a day in this country commit suicide. It's a number we're committed to bringing awareness to, and by bringing it up every video. Vets, we love you. I love you. God knows I do. Don't fight this fight alone, man. Y'all fought for us. Let us fight for you. And guys, if you would, when you comment, just leave me maybe a hashtag 22. 22 a day, please. That helps out a lot. Trust me, it does. And vets, we're on your side. We back to blue here, Scab. How do we do that? Well, we do it by not breaking the damn law. Quite simple and easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Those are just a few of my many slogans, but they all mean something to me, and that's the God's honest truth. The never quit quitting means a ton to me because I apply it and have had to apply it in my own life throughout my life in battles of addiction. So getting into the video now, y'all see a familiar blade there. It's the Esee 6. I did a review on it. When this video goes up, that other one's coming down. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. I wanted to revisit the Esee after I was kind of blah on this knife. Just to be honest with you, not every knife's a home run, and I made that statement. But I felt like maybe I didn't give it all I should have, so I brought it back. We retested it. Now, I can tell you this knife is way sharper this time than it was the last time. And you can see that by some of the tests. Some of that old nylon, that thick nylon, I don't know, it's like mule tape. They use it to tie off trees, like when they plant trees, they'll use that crap to winch them up. I hate that stuff because they just leave it there in the tree. So I usually go by and cut it loose and use it for test, and it's just that old thick mule tape, some nylon stuff. Now here's some rope. It's like tow rope, for skiers and stuff like that. So again, here's two different types of fabrics, yet they're very tough and very hard to cut, and yet the Esee 1095 steel is just blasting through it. I sharpened it way up, and that's the deal. That's kind of I've been putting more and more thought into that. I've got a knife coming this week. I'm excited about it. It's one I wanted for a long time, just hadn't pulled the trigger on. Nothing special, but we're going to test it coming right out the box. But if I do a test, and I've still got a few knives left that we've got to test and review that I've had for some time, I'm going to go ahead and sharpen them up the best I can. That shows, I know everybody wants to see what the knife can do. There's a little feather sticking there. What the knife can do coming out of the box, and I do too. But I can't go buy 100 damn new knives when I got 100 knives sitting at the house. So we'll just sharpen them up and go. There we go. Little Donnie B all day toss test there. Donnie B all day stab test there. And we're going to do the Donnie B all day drop test here in a minute. Now, the things that I said about the knife first time, I didn't say nothing bad. Like I said, it was just kind of blah on it. I like the knife a lot more this time, but I tell you what did it. The Esee 4 PR and the Esee Avispa that D-Bad gave me. Both them knives, now I just missed the shit out of it right there. That's a good way to ruin a knife. Way to go, Scab. But we recovered, and you see some slicing. Those two knives are tremendous knives, and I thought, you know what? Let me just get my butt back out here. Let's get some more testing done. Did it change my mind on the blah part? Yeah, it really did. I think this is a great camp knife. I think it's a good, and I'll say this again, I think it's a good starter knife. For some of you guys that's got teenage sons, if they're a little more advanced or a little whatever, or you want to put a little more into it, get them one of these Esee 6s. It's 1095 steel, micarta handles, tough, it's durable. Now, there's a bunch of different iterations of it, and you just got to pick out which one you want. Here we see just some light. Now, I will say this. Here's my one drawback on my version. It is not what I would call a classic chopper or a heavy-duty chopper. I think it's a medium chopper at best. Yes, it's a bigger blade. Yes, it's a bigger knife. But it just doesn't have a ton of heft to it. I tell you what it does have is some slicey dicey. It's got that thick blade, and 1095, son, you can sharpen up. Woo-wee, that thing's sharp. Here I am making some punji sticks, for when the neighborhood kids need some swords or something. They can come through as long as they don't fall in the traps I make, they'll be all right. So making that up right there, and y'all see that fine 22 a day bracelet. Again, thank you to Danny Nettles, man. I really appreciate that so much. I hadn't taken it off, I don't believe. But here we go, just a little bit of whittling with the stick. Now again, I like this knife a lot. Like I said, the first time I guess I just wasn't in the right mind frame to do it. I don't know. I know that after using that SE4, I thought, man, you got to revisit this thing, and I did. And again, look at the feather sticking there. Now, please don't take it as a negative. When I say it's not a heavy-duty chopper, I'm talking about like in line with an El Chete or a Preacher or, something that's thick. This knife is just not that thick, but it's slicey. Fat belly, nice long blade, handles very, very comfortable. Felt good in the hand, no hot spots, and was perfect for clearing some light brush. And that's exactly what I did. Got out there, like I said again, and I'll make this disclaimer every time. Guys, when y'all see me in the woods and that kind of thing, they've got to go. The woods are going to go, or we're clearing line of sight, that type of thing. So take a breath and just enjoy the light chopping. Like I said, I use this more today, kind of like a machete. You're going to see a lot more thinner brush, some palmettos, that kind of thing. Now, yeah, and speaking of the devil, there's some palmettos there. But now towards, I think the last two segments are pretty heavy. I had to clear a line of sight along the side of a road that were just ate up with palmettos, so it was perfect. Now coming up here in just a second, and I believe it's going to be right here. Before you ask me, Scab, is it good for self-defense? I know everybody, I could use that for self-defense. Let me just say this. The knife is light and it's fast in my hand. Now, if you can do something with it, that's cool. Now watch here. Bip, bip, twice. Here's why I do this test other than to show off my tremendous cutting ability. I don't think I cut the second one in twain. I did cut it, not in twain. I wanted to show that, though, because that shows how I don't have fast hands. But right there, I was able to cut both bottles both times. So it is fast. Again, I view a knife as an offensive weapon, but I can tell you this: if I gotta pull it, I'll pull it. Again, don't put yourself in the spot to need a butcher knife, but whatever. There's some more of that thick cordage. I just wanted to show y'all that. Now, here we go. Here's some of these palmettos, and these are actually, well, I guess they're trees. I don't know what the hell they are. I know they're a pain in the butt. You get in there and get to cutting. But this was a perfect opportunity, and we put some abuse on this blade right here. Because the palmettos, there I am. Hey, Scab, how you doing, buddy? Good seeing you. Palmettos, things like that, they are not kind. Bamboo, anything like that is not kind to a blade. And so we had to clear this whole way down here. And so I filmed a little bit of it, just trying to get some of that out of line of sight. And it did a tremendous, tremendous job. Like I said, I got this thing razor sharp. And I, my sharpening has gotten better. And let me encourage you, if, I've mentioned this a couple times now, if you got teenagers or whatever, if you're going to get them a knife for Christmas, if you're going to do that, get them a whetstone or get them a stone to learn on, where not only do they have a knife, but teach them how to sharpen it. It's important that they learn now, and we'll build up that next generation that comes on and likes knives and so on and so forth. And teach them to be responsible with the damn thing. Don't go out there and chase your little brother around. That kind of thing. Well, guys, listen, we got about a minute left as we just old Scabber cruises through these palmettos. The SE6, do I recommend it? I think you should have an SE6 in your bag. I think you should have one in your collection. And I think you should let me know, hey, if a lot of y'all I know got it, because SE6 is one of those staple knives. Let me know what y'all think about it. I used it all day today, as you can see, as you can tell, and used it in a lot of work situations. And man, it just felt good. And I got the preacher on, but I've done so many videos on it, son, I could have my own YouTube channel on the preacher. So today it was the SE6's turn to shine, and I wanted to put out another review on this. So guys, let me know what y'all think of the SE6, or if you got one, or anything like that. Let me know what your experience is with it, especially some of you guys that do a lot of bushcrafting. I always look forward to hearing your feedback. Well, listen, guys, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Hey, we're at 688. Christmas is Friday. Let's try to get this subscriber count to 700 by Christmas. That'd be Merry Christmas to old Scab. Well, listen, guys, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. Hit subscribe if you're not. And we gone.